It is finally time. This is the beast, the most requested base I have ever made, one that pulled nearly 500,000 views before it got taken down by the new YouTube rules. But it was never forgotten, you wanted it back, so I rebuilt it from the ground up, keeping everything you loved and adding the upgrades it always needed. So meet the new beast. This base is perfect for solo, duo or even trio players that don't want to farm a lot but still want an insanely strong base. Starting with the main living area, I completely redesigned it to make it stronger and give you the best experience living in it. Your main core is not only protected by a strong HQ and bunker but also by 3 walls from the outside. And if that's not enough, the TC is also bunkered with a vending machine and has a pancake layer to soak up rockets from the top. I also improved the shooting floor and roof to give you better angles and added a much better compound with automatic opening turrets that activate when somebody uses any kind of explosives on your base. So let's go and check it out up close. As we start the tour, I quickly wanted to mention that this base is fully buildable with a single TC without a compound, which lowers the build cost even more. But if you do choose to build a compound, here's what your external TC upkeep will look like, and you can simply disconnect them like this. Now going into one of our gatehouses, we have a nice airlock to check for door campers, and inside we can find our beds to respawn and defend your base from these amazing peaks. Going through this double door, we get into our compound, which is protected by 2 gatehouse turrets, and if you open up your main base turrets, there are 6 in total protecting the compound, which is a lot and will definitely be a pain for the raiders. Also, this base is fully symmetrical, so as you can see here, we have another external and gatehouse on the other side, exactly identical to the one I just showed you. Now on this side we have the main entrance, which I'll show you in a second, but first let's head to the back and take a look at the oil refinery room. And here we have the oil refinery enclosed in this room, which is really nice, especially if you don't have the compound set up yet. Also, these are your breach peaks, which give you really nice angles outside and towards your base, making them very helpful when defending an online raid. And this is another breach peak identical to the one I just showed you. Now going into the main entrance, we have a lot of windows for good visibility outside, along with a bunch of drop boxes. There's also a cool little feature. If anyone is raiding you through doors, you can give them some nice presents right through this window like this. Right by the main entrance to your core, there is a bedroom, so you can respawn and get straight back into the action without needing to run through the whole base, which is really helpful. And through this airlock we get into the main living area, which in my opinion just looks so insane. Let me know in the comments down below what you like the most about this base. I'm really excited to see what you guys think. And while we go through this base tour, I quickly wanted to mention that I have my own website where you can find my top tier premium builds that I have spent months perfecting, and that's why they've work so well. Since there are no public tutorials, they're really hard to raid because people can't just check the raid path online, which makes them super unique and honestly really iconic because you cannot find any other bases looking like those. So if you want to support me and get something cool in return, you can check it out there. Now back to the base tour. Right here we have the pancake layer I was talking about, and it adds a lot of extra protection for your TC against top-down raids. Also, if you're wondering why these ramps are placed like this, it's because they act as another layer of honeycomb, blocking the gap so no one can squeeze through, forcing raiders to spend even more boom. And as shown here, you have another nice bedroom inside with a battery behind the locker. Now jumping down here, we have a nasty shotgun trap and your main bunker, which can be opened by spawning inside and breaking this twig. And to close it, simply place a twig half wall and a floor on top upgraded to HQM. On this wall we also have a simple automatic system that opens the outside turrets the second anyone starts raiding your base, but they can also be opened and closed manually. And here is your main TC hidden behind a vending machine, which makes it super expensive to raid. You can simply access the TC through the side of the vending machine, and this is the upkeep for the whole base, including the compound, which is super cheap. For the shooting floor, I designed some better peaks while still keeping the OG feel, and in my opinion it turned out great. You've got some nice peek downs, long range angles, as well as peaks on the roof and bedrooms all around the shooting floor for quick respawns while still being sectioned off with double doors and protected by 2 turrets. And here is the roof, which I opened up more to make it bigger so that you could land a mini or even attack helis. But this is basically it with the base tour, so now let's go and learn how to build this beast. We're going to start the build off by placing a square foundation and triangles around it like this. Then let's wall everything in and make sure to upgrade these shown parts to wood only, because we will be breaking them soon to expand the bunker. To place your main TC correctly, first place down a twig doorway, then leave a small gap between the doorway and your TC. Make sure to keep the gap more or less the same as shown in the video. After placing the TC, lock it, and then you can remove the doorway for now. And now we can start placing down your deployables. And that is your starter done, but I recommend farming up and expanding as soon as possible, because having a wooden entrance can get you raided very easily. So because of that, let's expand the bunker now. And expanding it is really simple, just follow my steps carefully and you will be good. After building your airlock on the top, you can finally break the final wooden doorway and add a half hole to finish your bunker. Here's a quick demonstration on how to close the bunker, but before closing it, make sure to always have a bag placed in the core, because if you don't, then well, good luck soft-siding. Also, these raised stone foundations can be soft-sided, so I highly suggest upgrading them to metal or high quality metal as soon as possible. To save some time, I'm going to upgrade the core to its final stage, and after this, everything I place will also be upgraded to the final stage. Note that you don't have to upgrade everything right away, just work your way up, upgrading to stone, then to metal and HQM if needed. To get in your base, you can build a simple jump up like this, just do not upgrade it past the twig. Now, to hide the fact that you have a bunker and add some more protection to your base, let's honeycomb it, and it is really simple and fairly cheap to do. After building this new jump up, if you don't want to get your face blasted off by door campers, I highly suggest adding a wooden half wall here for now. Just make sure to rotate the soft side to be facing out because we will need to break it later. I'm going to start phase 2 by upgrading the core a little bit more. First I'll place some electrical furnaces which you can power with solar panels and a small battery. Then in this triangle, instead of normal furnaces, we will place a level 2, and to finish it all off I'll upgrade the square to HQM and bunker the TC with a vending machine. You can do this at any stage of the build, just make sure before adding the vending machine to upgrade the TC room to HQM because you won't be able to reach it later. For now keep this doorway twig, and to place the vending machine correctly, first rotate it so that the back of it would be facing towards you, and then push it as close to the TC as possible. Now from the side, check if you can open the TC. If it says rotate and you cannot access it, just place any item inside the vending machine and that will stop it from rotating. If you did everything correctly, you can now upgrade the doorway to metal. I'll also show you one more trick to make this even stronger, which I didn't include in the base door because raiders usually check it to find the cheapest way to raid your base, but they don't actually watch the full build. So that trick is placing a sheet metal or even an armor door covering the TC, which makes it extremely expensive to raid. So on top of your bunker and vending machine, you'll also have an armor door which is 5 rockets to raid covering your TC, which is absolutely insane. And if you do add the door, also upgrade this doorway to HQM. And one last thing, place down your sleeping bags in the core right away because you have to pick them up to place the vending machine. You're welcome, no need to thank me, you won't have to soft side the foundations as I did once. If you're swapping double doors to garage ones, make sure to leave this one double door here because without it, it's really easy to go deep on you. Now let's start building your second floor, which is super easy to do, so I will only comment over the important bits. When placing these ramps, make sure to always place the bottom one first and only then the top one. Also, here's a quick showcase what these ramps actually do placed like this. So if raiders blow in from the back, these ramps act as another layer of honeycomb because no one can squeeze through them and need to break them, which is another 8 rockets. Now to make your second floor even cozier, you can add wallpapers and lights which level up how everything looks by 10 times. Also you can add some weapon racks on the walls, rugs and so on. Okay, so the main part of the base is done. Now let's add a bedroom on the 3rd floor and a nice entrance so that you don't get door camped easily. Now let's finish off the main bedroom, which is the most important, and I will be using an armor door here so that it doesn't break when raiders raid my main airlock. I placed these walls facing the wrong way by mistake, so make sure to place them with the soft side facing inside, not outside like I did. Starting phase 3, we will add the final honeycomb and start building the shooting floor. For this I'm gonna be using symmetry, so basically what I'm doing on this side, just simply repeat these same exact steps on the other side, and do not worry, I'll show you how everything should look when it's done. When the honeycomb is done, we can start building the shooting floor, which is super simple to do. If you're going to be adding wind turbines later, you have to place these frames here right now. Now, to build the automatic opening garage doors, we first need to place door controllers on all of these doors from the inside like this. Next, you'll need a couple of electrical branches and a switch. Then run power from your main battery and connect it to the first branch. Then connect the branches together and branch out 8 power for your switch, because we have 8 door controllers and each of them uses 1 electricity. Then simply connect the power out from your switch to the first door controller and link the rest by passing the electricity through each of them, just as shown right here. After you do that, you can check if everything closes and opens with a switch, and if it does, the final step is adding a seismic sensor to make it all of this automatic, and it's really simple to hook up. From the second branch off 4 electricity to the seismic sensor and connect the power out to the turn on slot on your switch, and that's it. Now I usually set the sensor range to 10 because that only activates when raiders breach into your entrance and doesn't trigger the threats while they're just raiding your compound, making them even more deadly when they open up out of nowhere while they're raiding the second door. And now in this phase we will finish everything off by building the compound, so let's start by setting up the external TCs first. Right here, looking towards the base, make sure to always place 2 half walls, and they have to be half walls to make your externals disconnectable. When you finish building the gatehouses, we can finally connect everything up with frames to your external TC, and keep in mind that you need to repeat the same exact steps on the other side as well, which is done for me with symmetry. Now the last step is building the breach peaks and closing everything up with high external walls. If you have extended those frames for wind turbines, we need to add these triangle roofs on your gatehouses to extend the external TC coverage upwards. So these are really important, do not forget them. Also, to make it harder for people to get on your roof, you can place these metal barricades here like this. But yeah, this is basically it with the build. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you will enjoy this base, and till the next time, peace.